to forgive the Marhoom Maghfur and to allow him to resurrect amongst the pious and the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before I start my Salatul Mayyit and we all congregate together, I would just like to mention a point that's note mentioning that, my dear brothers, this is the final journey that we all must take. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises in the Quran, Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut, every single soul in this world shall taste death. Syed, who is leaving us today, we all know that he led a life of piety, and we know nothing about him but khair within inside of his life. And we only know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the tawfiq to be pious and to have a deen within inside of his life. But this is a maqam ibrat for all of us. ये हमारे लिए मकाम इबरत है कि हम अपने आखिरत का जो सामान है उसको फराहम करें अपनी दुनिया में. मौला अमीरुल मोमिनीन अली इब्न अबी तालिब अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम, he states in a hadith, he says, Ya man bidunyahu ishtaghl, O you who are busy with inside of your world, al-mautu ya'ti baghtatan, the death will come and take you, and will take you very quickly. This is the dunya that we live in. So we should take an ibrat from this. We should take this as a place where we learn for our lives. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not guaranteed every single day for you, and to live life in the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not to live in His ma'asiyat and His sin. It doesn't differ whether you are Sunni or Shia, but the fact is that you have to stay within inside of the boundaries of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the times are going by. And at the end, I'd just like to mention Imam Rida alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. He gave an advice to Ibn Shabib, his companion. He says, Yabna Shabib, O my companion, in kunta baqiyan lishay, if you ever cry for anything, fabki ala al-Hussein, then cry for Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. Why do we have to cry for Imam Hussein? O Sunnis and Shias who are gathered here today, if you ever read the riwayat, Hussein ibn Ali alayhi salam, neither was he given kafan, neither was he given ghusl, neither was Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam given water for 3 days. And he stayed thirsty on the plains of Karbala. And at the end, when Shimr, he came towards Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, he sees that Mawla is on the battlefield and he has all of these spears in his chest. And what does he end up doing? He slaughters the grandson of Rasulullah whilst Bibi Zainab salamullah alayha is watching him. Imam Hussein alayhi salam did not have a kafan, he did not have a ghusl. And at the end, when Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, he comes to bury Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, he looks at his father and he places his father under his hands and he says, Ya Abata, qad qataluka adshana, Ya Abu Abdullah, O my father Hussein, they killed you thirsty, they did not give you any water. And how did Imam Sajjad, did he do the dafn of his father? He placed the body of his father in the grave, and then he put his face onto the veins of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. He put his face on the cut throat of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And then he says, Assalamu alayka ya Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Let us all recite together before we recite a Salatul Mayyit. Assalamu ala al-Hussein wa ala Ali ibn al-Hussein wa ala awlad al-Hussein wa ala ashab al-Hussein. Salawat. Mu'mineen, as you all know, that according to the Shia fiqh of Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu salam, there are 5 takbir within inside of our namaz-e-janazah, where alongside the Ahlul Sunnah brothers they recite 4. So just bear in mind that obviously once you have completed your salah, stay in place. The Ahlul Sunnah brothers stay in place and do not move, as it will just ruin the congregation. and we will finish with the next takbir after that. So there are 4 du'as that we recite alongside with 5 takbirs inshallah. The niyat that you have to make is that I would like to recite namaz-e-mayyat or salat-al-mayyat for the mayyat that is in front of me. That is the niyat that you'll have in your mind, and we will have 5 takbirat inshallah and 4 du'as inshallah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. الصلاة الصلاة استغفر الله ربي واتوب اليه. الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وبارك على محمد وآل محمد وارحم محمدا وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. وصل على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والشهداء والصديقين وجميع عباد الله الصالحين. الله أكبر. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. تابع بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك على كل شيء قدير. الله أكبر. اللهم إن هذا عبدك وابن عبدك وابن أمتك نزل بك وأنت خير منزول به. اللهم إنا لا نعلم منه إلا خيرا. اللهم إنا لا نعلم منه إلا خيرا وأنت أعلم به منا. اللهم إن كان محسنا فزد في إحسانه، وإن كان مسيئا فتجاوز عنه واغفر له. اللهم اجعله عندك في أعلى عليين واخلف على أهله في الغابرين، وارحمه برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. تابع بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك على كل شيء قدير. صلوات. اللهم صل على मोमिनीन से दरख्वास्त है अगर आके सूरह फातिहा पढ़नी है तो बिस्मिल्लाह प्लीज़.
मोमिनीन फैमिली की तरफ से रिक्वेस्ट है कि कब्रिस्तान में जब फ्यूनरल का जो है तमसीन हो जाए तो आप यहाँ तशरीफ़ लाएं और खाना खाए बगैर न जाएं। शुक्रिया।